L barta is the sound ido. But why it's coming there even though I changed the setting? Huh? You disconnect ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ನೀವು. Okay, before Suvinay Prabhu continues, we'll just do this presentation. Readability is okay. How to go to full mode, play? Huh? Comment? Adi Windows lo, Mac lo. Command F5 F5 లేదు దీంట్లో command function 5 ఇది పోతానే లేదు
79 format
okay. Okay, so you all know the pastimes of Samudra Manthan?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು? ಅದು ಆಟೋ ಹೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ? ಓ ದೇ ಚಾಟ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅದರಿಂದ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Madheva. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
So you're
Hare
able
Krishna
to-
Prabhu, Dandavat Prabhu.
Dandavat. Okay, so you're able to see the screen, huh? Huh? No, Zoom I'm asking. Okay.
Yes, Prabhu. We are able to see.
So
Yes,
now
Prabhu.
you know this story of Samudra Manthan, right? So what's the story of Samudra Manthan? Turning, but what is the major theme of Samudra Manthan? Huh? What is the theme?
Out of that, after the journey, bad things also came out, good things also came out. So good things is for the Devi God. Who will listen to the Lord?
Okay, so that means in this material world, there are all possible options are available, right? So if you consume those things, thinking that it is for my enjoyment, then you are not doing the right thing. Okay, so let's see. So this is the picture, right? So you see Vasuki, right? So on the head of Vasuki is all the Asuras. And the tail of Vasuki is all the Igadevatas. Okay. Then we had Lord Krishna sitting on the mount of Meru. Why? Yeah, stability. Others it sank, right? First time it sank. Okay. So let's see. Very, okay, that's the, what's the picture? Who's that in the picture? It's not Dhanvantri. Dhanvantri doesn't look like this. He's got a helmet around. Huh? Krishna transforming to Mohini avatar. Yeah, and that's the Asura who's trying to listen to her, to whatever he says, right? He fell for lust. Okay, so we'll see what that is happening here. Okay. Can each of you read? Can we read? Mike in there. One.
Purpose of to retrieve nectar of immortality from the ocean of milk. It was one of the greatest conditions and the greatest release that God introduced.
So you must have never seen in entire Bhagavatam where Asuras and the people of modern goodness, they are collaborating, right? So it has never happened. They were always fighting. The first place where demons and atheist and theist both got together, right? Cause may be different, but they got together. Okay. But so that means what? When you cooperate, you can be victorious. If you don't cooperate, there will be failure. Okay, next. Prabhuji, read the entire slide.
Was it the feet of serpent for being used as a rope, and the Mandara mountain was used as a training ground. Both the parties were anticipating that when churning the star connected Pilari.
What does it relate to? Churning start means immediately everyone thought nectar will come. Any practical analogy you can see something like this? Moment we take the Hare Krishna beads, we are thinking Krishna Prem will come. True, no? That's our expectation, right? Then we complaining to our Prabhuji. Prabhu, nothing is happening. Huh? Is it not true? So we have Asuric mentality. Okay, read Prabhu.
But to their surprise, as they began to churn the ocean, they found that the ocean had become very turbulent. The big and small animals of the ocean like fish, shark, tortoises, snakes, whales, crocodiles, etc. got disturbed and came to the surface, frightening all.
Frightening all. Does it happen in your heart when you chant? Huh? So many things. Your past memories, your childhood memories, your office work, the things that you fought, your lusty activities, everything comes out, correct? Huh? Because you're churning the heart. Yes, no? You're churning the heart with the Hare Krishna mantra on your beads. Okay, excellent. Next. There's a lot to read, so you read. Okay, 4 I would have deleted.
But the mystery of the Deepta had never sought unfounded. Then from the ocean came Malahala, the most dangerous body. Everyone was hurt because instead of nectar, deadly and obnoxious substances were coming out.
So you see, Gandharvika's sister husband. So we taught him chanting Hare Krishna mantra. And then he said, oh, is it? So much benefits are there. Then he started to chant. He started to chant some 2 rounds or 3 rounds every day. He is like about 60 years old now. I'm telling you, this event happened a few years back. Yeah. So he started to chant. Then one day what he did, he went to his office by switching on the tape recorder which produced the Hare Krishna Japa in the car, and he drove to the office. For that day, to his bad luck, he rammed his car into some vehicle. Okay. And what is his conclusion?
Hare Krishna mantra is the key.
Key. So here also what happened? They were all expecting nectar, amrita to come. What happened? Hala hala came. So they got bewildered. They said, oh, this is something else. And many demons actually de-signed from the deferment. Huh? You see what happens? Okay, now read next 6 to 7.
Lord Vishnu was supervising the entire activity, was demonstrating to all that getting nectar is not holy. The first law of the
Next also. Okay, next is just see we'll see the lesson. So do you agree?
Yes.
Getting Krishna Prem is not so easy. And eventually he stopped chanting. He said, oh, this is dangerous. He really told me that. I said, why you stop chanting? He said, this is what happened, so I stopped chanting. It is dangerous for me. Okay. So now let's see. Yeah. Mataji's also can take turns to read. You can use this one. I can use that, no problem. Read, each of you can read 3-4 paragraphs, small paragraphs. This is full screen. Yeah, start reading. Closer, mic closer.
Fighting our inner enemies in our.
You go. Okay, read the content. In pursuit of getting the nectar. Okay, next one. Yeah, just so.
We can relate the churning of the ocean with our very own life. Chanting the holy names of the Lord, like the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, means churning our heart. We all have the experience that as soon as we start chanting, we become more agitated. The anarthas or vices like lust, greed, anger, envy, illusion start attacking us vigorously. We would have taken the process of mantra meditation or chanting with the hope that our mind will become peaceful and we will experience serenity. But the opposite happens. To our dismay, it appears as if we are at peace when we do not chant, then when we chant. Why so?
We do not chant when we chant. That means what? We are just chanting as a saying those words, but mind is not engaged. Mind is something else. Okay. So, how many of you feel when you chant, so many things from your heart comes out? Huh? All, including me.
Very true, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Very, very true.
Yeah. So you can see, whenever you see many things get churned out, you can remember Samudramanthan story. Okay. Now let's read further. So, yeah.
Why so? Is mantra meditation ineffective?
Closer.
Ineffective or counterproductive? Definitely not. Then why anarthas start troubling us more? If you had an experience of cleaning a house which had been unattended for several months or maybe even years, you are standing in front of the house with a big door. You open the lock and push the door with all your might. The door slowly opens. You look inside the house. You see mess everywhere. Lots of dirt on the floor, on chairs, on tables, and many cobwebs. Whatever dirt is there on the surface and the wall, you can easily see. With a broom in your hand, you begin cleaning, and slowly you find yourself in a big mess. The dirty house showed its dirt and cobwebs, but had hidden many surprises from you.
Okay. So is it true that when you open a house like that happens? So now what is happening to us? Time immemorial. Birth after birth. We have accumulated cobwebs, dirt, snakes. Snakes refers to enviness. Snakes, all these things in our heart. That means someone opens our heart, they'll find all these things. So now we are expecting that when we chant Hare Krishna mantra in one shot, what happens to us? Anandam Paramanandam. It should happen to us. Okay. So, someone can read the next slide.
You just want to.
Closer.
You just want to run away. Soon you find yourself surrounded by horrible creatures who were living there
Please.
peacefully. They are angry that their privacy has been invaded. These creatures angrily started running either and they either upset at being evicted out.
Evicted means ಹೊರಗೆ ತಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ.
Few cockroaches may climb to your trousers and may try to enter into your teach you lesson. Rats with their big tummy may jump on your feet and may try to bite you too. Some spiders may be crawling on your shoulders and other parts of your body. They will scare the hell out of you. You will try to scream but could not do so because you are surrounded by layers of dust and nonsense.
Nauseating means gabbu smell.
Pigeons and bats which have made that house their home may be dancing on top of your head. And you will be cursing yourself or the person who handed a broom in your hand and encouraged to you get inside it. In few
Okay,
moments,
so now whom do you curse here? All your guide, mentor, devotees, everything. I was happily in my material world, watching movies, doing all these things. Why the hell did he give this bead and Hare Krishna mantra to me, right? So they all curse us. Okay, next.
in few moments, you might have told yourself multiple times that if you knew I am going to go through this, then I would have never come here. You may feel that it is behind your capability to clean the house and you may want to run away from here.
So how many of you felt that, oh God, this ISKCON is too much. I want to quit ISKCON and run away. Huh? How many of you felt? No, I have felt. So it is so many rules, so many regulations. Why this, why that? Okay.
I felt guilty. Prabhuji.
Huh?
I felt guilty because there might be some anarthas from inside me. By which
You're sattvic, that's why you're feeling guilty. I was not sattvic. Okay, read Mataji.
If you do not give up, but suppose that if with patience you persist and continue cleaning, then what happens? Slowly the dirty gets removed. Spiders are driven out. Cobwebs demolished. Rats and cockroaches will find the place inhabitable and will be clean. Pigeons and bats will fly away from there and will begin looking for new dwelling. After putting lots of efforts, you will have a perfectly clean house in which you can live comfortably and peacefully.
So in a dirty house, can any of you live in a house dirty like this? Can any of you live? None of us can live. How will Krishna live? But we are expecting Krishna to live. Huh? No courtesy at all from us. On the Lord. Okay. Our unattended heart. Who's going to read?
Our unattended heart. Now you can compare the unattended house with your unattended heart. You and I have abandoned our heart for years. And if we go by the Vedic scriptures, then for many lifetimes, so now our heart is full of dirt in the form of so many anarthas or impurities. Some of the anarthas we may see, and many we may not be able to see because it is lying deep within the heart and is in a dormant state. Also, how thick these impurities are, that also we may not know. So when we begin the process of dusting our heart of the impurities by chanting the names of Krishna, then many unseen impurities we begin to see. impurities lying at the bottom of our heart come to the surface, just like when the churning of the milk ocean started, ferocious creatures and poisonous substance which were deep in the ocean started coming out. This is one of the important lessons we learn from the churning of milk ocean past tense. But as the Devatas continued churning the ocean to get the nectar, similarly, we will have to continue churning our heart by chanting the names of Krishna.
Haribo. Just as the Devatas,
Just as the Devatas were disturbed by unwanted substance coming out of the ocean, similarly, initially, we will also be agitated as the impurities start churning in our heart.
okay, so do you feel so?
Oh, but this impurity is coming out. It's there for a very long time. Prabhu.
Yeah, because you were here for a very long time.
But then
You were here only for one birth?
no.
You have answered. Okay, so now you see, Prabhupada in his one of his lecture, he said that the soul resides beneath the heart. Right? That's the place for the soul, the seat for the soul. So after this conversation, actually a doctor who's a heart surgeon, when he did his next surgery, he actually searched for the soul. Can you believe this? He really searched for the soul and he said that the soul doesn't exist here. And Srila Prabhupada is talking about soul, place for the soul is beneath the heart. So where is it? So you see how it bewilders people. Okay. Any realization anyone want to share? What you're seeing here?
In the beginning, not only in the beginning, even since so many years we have been in chanting, but we don't find happiness and we don't get peace also. But when we are completely in Krishna consciousness, like whatever association we have, and by the mercy of the Lord, definitely there is going to be progress in chanting and Krishna consciousness.
Okay. You suppose your realization, you shared conclusion. You suppose your realization, you shared conclusion. With what you read. No? Okay. Anyone wants to speak anything to what you read so far? Okay, so can someone read the next one? Next slide. Who wants to read? Want to read?
Continuously chant with determination.
Ah,
At the time, we need patience and strong faith in the holy name. During that agitating phase, if with dogged determination, we continue chanting the names of Krishna, then our heart will eventually get cleansed of all the impurities, which is making our life miserable.
read the full slide book.
But chanting has to be done daily and with complete focus. Srila Prabhupada says that we should chant at least 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra daily. If we do so, then we will successfully in fighting our anarthas, which are our real enemies. They have been in control of our lives for years, so they will not give up their dominion.
Dominion means overpowerment.
So easily. They will fight tooth and nail, will create many obstacles and will throw many challenges. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so there's something that I want to speak here. Now, when we chant, why is that the mind goes away? It is looking for some action, right? It has to need some action. Without action, the senses cannot be subdued. It's impossible. Because it wants action, it is searching for memory that was hidden in the mind, and trying to prosecute, right? So sometimes you will see that you are thinking of activities to-do list. Sometimes you are thinking of things that have caused you difficulties in your life. Sometimes you are thinking of events that caused extreme happiness that you want to regain it back. Like you see, the mind is looking for action, right? That's what Krishna told you. All past things will come. So now, how to fulfill that action? Chaitanya Charana Das, right, who writes that spiritual scientist. In a recent lecture I heard, he made a very brilliant comment. He said, fulfill the action that the mind is searching for by hearing the sound of Hare Krishna mantra as an action to your ears. Okay. So now when you're chanting, let's say you're chanting in your heart. So there is no action to your ears. So ears are not getting their desire fulfilled. So what the mind does is engaging something else. Now what do? You see the action in the chanting itself by hearing the mantra. Okay. So when you say, okay, I'm going to hear, and I want to hear like this, I want to hear the details, I want to hear Krishna like this. So if you see that action in that hearing, then you will see the number of times the mind deviates will actually comes down. So he taught this, he explained this process, and then he did one demo. So he said, okay, let's all chant. Now he said, when you chant, you see the action in your words of Hare Krishna mantra, and you hear that action through your ears. You tell your mind, this is the action for you. Okay. Now what happens? You will hear the action. Suddenly what he did, he took a bell, then he hit the bell. Then he kept quiet, he said, continue chanting. So we all chanted 2 rounds, 3 rounds, not the malas. Then after that, what he did, he asked how many people, how many times you heard me hitting the bell? Almost everyone said 3 times, 2 times, 4 times like that. He said, see, your mind is searching for action on all other things except the chanting. Okay, if your mind did not search for action, that means you would have not heard the bells. Actually, Krishna says this in the conversation at Prabhas between Uddhava and Krishna. Krishna tells Uddhava, instructing him how to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. He said, when you hear Srimad Bhagavatam, then you get completely engrossed into that subject. Krishna says to Uddhava, he says, someone will blow into your ears. That means like a horn. He'll take a horn and blow like a trumpet into your ears. Krishna assures Uddhava that you will not hear the trumpet sound. He says, you will not hear the trumpet sound, but you hear only the meditative voice of yours. So that means, what is the problem that we are having? That means we really don't have dedication focus. So first is the focus, and second is to understand there is action in the name of Krishna. The Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. If you realize that action is there, then your mind will not search for any other action. Right? This is really brilliant. So now, how to put it action? That's the whole point. Okay, so who wants to read further?
Krishna loves a sincere devotee. Our effort and sincerity will attract the mercy of the munificent Lord. Krishna is always ready to help us in our devotional endeavor. In fact, he personally takes the responsibility of helping the sincere devotees. He supplies us with all necessary intelligence and guidance, which will help us to come closer to him. This he confirms in Bhagavad Gita 9.22. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, To them, I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. And once Lord gets pleased with our efforts, then He will drive away these enemies from our life forever.
So what is that sloka? Excellent. That's all. So now what does the Lord do? If Lord sees sincerity in our efforts, then it is not about me putting the effort there. The Lord is going to make things comfortable or conducive that the anarthas go away. So you see, Lord is the doer. So that means you have to first understand. Generally, these mystic yogis, they believe they also want to be transcendental. But what's the problem? They think they're the doers. They search for liberation by their own effort. Right? That's what they get into all Ashtanga Yoga. But devotees, what do? I don't know Krishna, I don't have any qualification, I don't have any capability, I don't have any strength, I don't have any knowledge, I'm fool number one. I'm just depending on you for liberation. That's devotee. So you see, the difference between yogi and devotee. Devotee may be intelligent, but still his dependence on the Lord is very high. Right? So, similarly, to see the action in the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you depend on your Lord. But for Lord to give you that benediction, what Lord is saying? I need to see your sincere. That's it. If I'm not sincere, if I'm a very casual offender, okay, I'll chant like this, I'll do like this, I'll do like that. How does it matter? This is enough. Then that sincerity is shaken. Slowly, man, the door will break. Okay, so now this is the nectar, right? Devotees are victorious. Okay, who wants to read? Sit here.
During the churning of the ocean, also in spite of facing all the hardships, demigods and demons continued working tirelessly for the nectar. And finally, Dhanvantari appeared with the pot of nectar. Upon seeing the pot, the crooked demons snatched it immediately. They did not want the demigods to even have a drop of the nectar. But the demigods were under the protection of Lord Vishnu, and those who take shelter of the Lord never ever get deprived of anything auspicious. The Lord of the universe personally took the responsibility of delivering the nectar to the demigods. He took a beautiful feminine form of Mohini Murti and tricked the demons. The lusty demons got captivated by her extraordinary beauty and readily handed the invaluable container to Mohini Murti. She then cleverly distributed the nectar to the demigods, and the demons were left dumbfounded. They could not do anything. It is very said that if we are with the Lord, then there is no chance of us ever getting defeated or cheated. The demigods, after drinking the ambrosia and taking complete shelter of the Lord, vanquished the demons and emerged victorious.
Okay, so what's the realization out of this? Who wants to speak?
That means we should continuously be chanting, we should not.
Okay, that's your action. But what should be other aspects? Filter, yeah, very important. Should have faith in what you're doing. Don't do anything without faith. Okay, then always take shelter. Okay, that means you'll have a bad situation in your life, a good situation in your life. What do you need to do? Still take shelter. Yeah. So never give up the shelter of the Lord under any circumstances. Okay. So that's the conclusion, right? So someone wants to read? Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Never give up Krishna's shelter if you want Krishna's nectar. Journey of the milk ocean or Samudra Manthan teaches many invaluable lessons to a devotee. And one of that is that we should be determined not to leave shelter of Krishna. So if we want to vanquish our inner demon, our anarthas, then we should always take shelter of God, because the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the best friend and well-wisher of the three worlds. Srimad Bhagavatam 8.9.27. In order to take shelter of God, we should always chant the names of God like the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu assures us that if we chant the names of Krishna constantly, then our heart will be cleansed of all the impurities. Cheto Darpana Marjana. Churning of the milk ocean pastime of Lord or Samudra Manthan has many important lessons for the devotees of Krishna. If we apply it in our devotional journey, then we will surely become successful in our spiritual life. If you want Krishna's nectar, then never give up Krishna's shelter, whatever may be the situations and circumstances. Hare Krishna.
Hari Hari. Yeah. Thank you. So short lessons for our purification. So last week we did one topic, which one? No, we did Vapu Seva and Vani Seva. Last week only, no?
Previous
week. Oh, that too, previous week, okay. So we thought we'll introduce these small thoughts that will slowly help each one of us. Okay, Suni Prabhu. Now it's your table. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? You're on Zoom? I log out? But if I end meeting, how will you log in with admin?
We will be doing chanting, we will be chanting just because our leaders are so, our Guru Maharaj has said. And subsequently it becomes our regular duty, responsibility, and also faith and surrender.
Correct. First, Guru Maharaj told, after this, he's not telling you. But he's chanting. Now you become autopilot.
Now, yeah, whenever we get up early,
Krishna.
we get up and we start.
Chant. So whenever you chant, you chant. So you see, you moved from phase 1 to phase 2 now. So now solidifying that chanting and go to phase 3, which is realizing Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So as discussed in last meeting, so the portfolios are being shared. So the portfolio is there. So the allocation of the portfolio is there. Okay, depending on the need and depending on the interest and depending on the skills.
I know shared, you have to disconnect.
Okay, so we have around about 12, 10 portfolios, and each of the portfolios roles and responsibilities is given at a high level. Okay, here is the portfolio allocation, what we have done. So 70% of our effort should go into preaching programs, since it's our main.
Do this. What about people whose names are not appearing?
The people whose names are not appearing in this portfolio allocation. Okay, they will. Okay.
Then some of them may be depressed here, that their names are not showing you.
Then come up to us, Pawan Prabhu and myself and Rasraj Prabhu and Arjun Saka Prabhu. So then we will allocate whichever is your interest. Okay, on the portfolios.
Where do you do it of now? Who is there?
Yeah, first we'll go through the list, what is there here, Prabhu. Then we will. No, but they should see, no, first, what is the list?
No, they
I
can,
think the majority are covered,
Oh, they are not against government.
almost
Can pick names,
80% is covered, I think so.
that cover the balance.
ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ.
No, but I don't know who is there, who is not there.
Yeah,
It's start
whose
off.
names are not appearing here. Can you lift your hand? My name is there.
No, we can't.
Here, so there are two.
No,
Dr. Prakash, he also is not there. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡಿ,
Prakash Prabhu is there.
Now you can see everybody. Yeah.
all Mataji's are covered.
Prakash Prabhu is
Yeah, he's
distribution. Santa Krishna
All
Prabhu.
Balaji Singh Prabhu is not there. Balaji Singh Prabhu is not
Balaji Govind Prabhu is there.
there.
Finance and outreach.
No, no, that is one that our.
Balaji Gaurdas is finance, Balaji Govindas is outreach. Outreach is there, number 3, outreach.
There.
Huh?
Balaji Prabhu.
Balaji Govind Prabhu, you make it.
People who lifted hand, you.
No, they are very new. See, Sai Prashant is attending outreach. No, bro, then here, it will happen like Dashwant Prabhu. You can't. No, for example. He's there. Only one.
Prabhu, you put my name in outreach, Prabhu.
Our, this Prabhu is not there.
We'll add afterwards.
Sudhakar Prabhu. He's there.
Sudhakar Prabhu is there. Radharani Mataji are in 2.
Saumya Mataji is not there. So not Soumya.
Soumya Shekhar Mataji.
Soumya Shekhar.
No, Prabhu, no, not so. Soumya Shekhar Mataji is one.
What are you?
Soumya C.
Chandra.
Shekhar.
Who else is not there?
No, that's Soumya Mataji is not there. You
Soumya
want-
Shekhar. Mataji, which one you want to?
Type of name at least.
Is there? Is there?
Babu, Ramana Prabhu is there.
Center management. Ramana Prabhu is there. See that, no, see
Or,
that.
this Mataji is not there. Niranjani Mataji.
Yeah, Niranjani Mataji. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಔಟ್ರೀಚ್
Mataji maker.
Okay, remove from training.
ಇರ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿ.
Dilip Prabhu. Dilip Prabhu.
ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಯಾವುದು ಯಾವುದು
Cultural.
ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್
ನೋಡಿ ಬೇಗ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ready. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಸ್ತೀನಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಭು ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ
Naran Prabhu is there, Prasadam.
ಪ್ರಸಾದಂ ಪ್ರಸಾದಂ ಪ್ರಭು ನಾರಾಯಣ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಭು is there in Sakal management. ಹಾಗೆ ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ 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 ಮಣಿವಣ್ಣನ್ ಪ್ರಭು ಇಲ್ಲ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ರಮೇಶ್
Hare Krishna Pawan Prabhu, name is Prabhu.
ಸಾರಿ ಮಾತಾಜಿ
My name Prabhu.
ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಟೆಲ್ ಯುವರ್ ನೇಮ್ ಮಾತಾಜಿ
Manjula Mataji.
ಓಕೆ ಮಂಜುಳಾ
Angama Mataji. Angama Mataji.
What's the lady service? Jai Devi Kirani also.
Eknath Mataji. Anybody else missing?
Oh, Mataji ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಕಡೆ ಯಾವ್ದು?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮನೇಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಪ್ರಭು ಗಂಧರ್ವಿಕಾ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಹೆಸರೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಏ ಮಾತಾಜಿ
Gandharvika Mataji పేరే లేదు.
Gandharvika Mata is in Kirtan.
కీర్తన మేనేజ్మెంట్
ఉందా ఇక్కడ?
ఉన్నారు
Devendra
మాతాజీ.
Ah, is there. Hamsa Mataji, Bharati Mataji is there. Rajgopal Prabhu ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ is okay. Continue, continue. Continue ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು late ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
No, this is the only slide. So this is the portfolio allocation. Okay, outreach.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, you can put me in outreach.
Moment.
Uttara
We have 70% of all of us should be spending in this. And that is how it goes. So next, then Kirtan, general admin, book distribution is 30%. And next 5% is our deity management and other portfolios. So that is how the allocation has gone based on the importance. Okay, so that is how the portfolio allocation has been done. Oh, wait, first we'll read out, then we can reallocate. Okay, the first is outreach, most important, and we have maximum members there, led by Sundarup Sham Prabhu, then Ashwath Narayan Prabhu, myself, then Balaji Govind Prabhu, Shweta Mataji, Shweta Muralidhar Mataji, Soumya, then Kameshwari Mataji, Dr. Saraswati Mataji, Mamata Mataji, Vishnupriya Mataji, Swarna Mataji, Sita Thakurani Mataji, Rasaraj Prabhu, Radharani Mataji. Okay, any questions? So the roles and responsibility is simple in outreach. We need to reach to maximum people. Okay, and the outreach programs need to be conducted. Preaching is not preaching is one of the activity, means preacher actually giving the lecture or actually conducting the class. There are various other activities, pamphlet distribution. What we should go, you should reach and talk house to house, distribute house to house, then preparing the prasadam in the PV during PV programs, serving or connecting with them. So all that activities are there here. So it is not only sitting and preaching, giving pravachan. That is not the only in outreach. Okay, so that is go to roles and responsibilities. Yes, that's also teaching Akila. Okay, so that is what is in outreach. Any questions for the outreach?
And ideas also, Prabhuji, outreach ideas and all.
Why this allocation is being done and for what?
First allocation is why it is being done and
Purpose.
okay. First, why is allocation being done is first to streamline the amount of services, means the services. So a person who is part of our circle will know what is the primary service, what that person is accountable for. Now what we see is either the person is doing many services, okay, many services, for example, outreach, kirtan, general admin, book distribution. So no focus is there on one service. And the second reason is there are some of the people not having the service also. So to streamline service management, this is done. And also drive. So our numbers have not been that much increasing, but it is not even linear, I would say. So to bring about the exponential growth in our Jagannath Mercy Circle, in the preaching, that is where this is being ordered. As our spiritual master says, hey, we need to expand the preaching programs. This is being done for that. So this will, the purpose, why it is being done, the purpose is to focus on external potential devotees, bring them into Krishna consciousness. That is what it should. And to others, we are not neglecting others, but those will be servient to outreach, the preaching program. That is what, why the purpose of this.
If I give any
lead, I mean, kind of outreach programs happening. So the entire team will come and support.
Not entire team will come. Maybe you need only 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. So that those team members will come. For example, you are conducting outreach in a school.
So the team members will come and support.
So the team members will come and support, definitely. That is the expectation.
To add to that, say, for example, you have an idea how to do outreach. For example, Saraswati Mataji is there. She knows a lot of doctors. So she can call all the doctors and have a nice program here or somewhere else. So this can be one of the initiative. This is one of the outreach. Or like that, you can think about different ideas and you can share with every one of us so that we can streamline and we can plan for it. Or now, Shweta Mataji can start planning to start a baby in her house, right? So for that, you need a lot of support from everyone, right? So we need to do pamphlets, we need to design, we need to go to temples nearby, we need to share that, we have to distribute that posters. Like that, a lot of activities are there which are there for connected to outreach. So, so you can come out with ideas, you can share with Prabhu and Shah Prabhu and Sunya Prabhu, so we can take it forward, right? If you know any schools or any colleges, if you have principals, you can go and talk to them. Like that, you can explore your ideas and you can do activities.
So various channels needs to be massive. School programs, home programs, neighbor programs, house to house contact programs, temple programs. So we should expand all avenues. We should explore all avenues and we should. That's where we see 12 members. It's a big team. We need to focus on preaching. Okay. Any questions on preaching?
Outreach. Outreach.
Yes. Okay. So in this list, who wants to be part of preaching? In this 23 to 30 rows, who wants to be part of preaching?
Everybody wants to be part of it.
No, that is what I told. The primary service, there will be one. The secondary service you can teach. If you have bandwidth, you should not tell, hey, I don't want bandwidth. I'm doing this service, this service, this service. I don't want bandwidth. I don't have time. That's not the reason. So Someshekar Mataji, interested in preaching? No. Niranjani Mataji? No. No, you can say no issues. Huh? Yeah, attend. No, you should serve. You should preach. You should support. Are you interested? Okay. Manivandan Prabhu? No. Lakshmi Ramesh Mataji? No. Manjula Mataji?
Manjula Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Mataji.
Chepandi Prabhu.
Are you
Mataji, are you interested in outreach team, Mataji? Just now, Sunya Prabhu explained about outreach.
Outreach at festivals time, prasadam naduko. Adikwen Prabhu.
Okay, fine.
I have one more thing.
One second. Rangamma Mataji, preaching interest unda?
For them,
Service. Okay. Okay.
both of them.
Jai Kumar Mataji? No. Uttara Mataji?
Uttara Mataji?
No, Prabhu. Right now, for a short period, I'm teaching.
Okay, Mataji.
No. Once again, we'll come, Mataji. We'll come for allocation.
Yaar bata?
Maharaj Mataji is there in Prasad. Okay. So anybody wants to be removed from preaching?
That is also important.
Those who are members, anybody wants to be removed from preaching? Okay, that is good.
You don't put it.
So training is a subsidiary of outreach only. Okay, to the preachers, how they should preach, what are the materials, and preparing those materials. And those who cannot come physically or whatever. So Sham Prabhu, Pawan Prabhu, Arjun Saka Prabhu, Radha Ranamachan. Okay, on the training.
So one question in the outreach program.
Yes, Mataji. When I come to training, they say who is not interested in prasadam, they can
ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೀನಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ
Don't worry, we will, okay, put off. I'll put off.
So if you see in the outreach, the way what we have done is we have mixture of all the languages. Right, like for Soumya Mataji for Kannada, for Telugu Mamta Mataji, like that we have thought about it and we have put it. So it will be good if we have a variety of languages also for Hindi. Everything we need to have expertise so that they can take the classes, involve with the newcomers and interact with them. So that is one more thought we.
Next is Kirtan, where everybody of us will be taught the Kirtans, bhajans, the instruments, including those who know and who don't know how to learn also. So this is led by Gandharvika Mataji, Swarna Mandira Mataji, Archana, Binita, Bharat Prabhu, and Dilip. Huh? No, but she should see, she's there in outreach.
Primary.
That, so anybody who wants to be part of this. And we are going aggressive on outreach method. So you want to do more bandwidth is consumed in outreach. That's why we have this 6 people, no?
Students, their availability may vary.
Okay. We'll see how it works out. We'll see and then reallocate that. Soumya has bandwidth constraints also. So that is also a issue. Yeah, that is what, depending on them. I am not saying anything. So who wants to be added into Kirtan? That's what will come. We are going. We are going through each of the portfolios, then asking who has to be removed from this and who has to be added. That's how we are going. So who wants to be removed in this list?
Or added.
Or added? Okay, Kirtan. General admin will skip for now. Okay, we have already some what do you want to do? We do that. That's what we thought.
Some more activities. Streamline.
Okay. Prasadam, this is Prasadam distribution and Prasadam planning for this Jayanagar Center programs and outreach programs also. So now it is be led by Rana Narayanam Karunamai Das, Devendra Prabhu, Mahalakshmi Mataji, and Sudhakar. Sampangi Prabhu also.
So what is distribution of
For outreach, for outreach, temple will support Prashad. So, yeah, just order at the temple and they'll give us Prashad, you can take that. So outreach care mandatory are model. Even if there's a cost involved, we can bear the cost.
Anybody wants to be added or removed from Prasadam? Okay, any one of these 23 to 30 rows wanted to get added to the Prasadam? Manivanam Prabhu, please. Festival. So we will be planning for festivals also. Okay. Prasadam Rakadam. Rangama Mataji and Lakshmi.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, festival, my name is.
Kalma.
Manjula Mataji.
Festival. What do you want?
Festival, we have Rukmini Mataji.
You want banana?
Suma Mataji and Manjula.
Yeah.
So festival, you
Banana?
understand? Festival roles.
Banana.
Festival. Festival. Festival coordination with ICC Temple, Jainagar Center Festival Organization. And something we called out like Japan Marathon.
ICC coordination will bring.
So Gordon ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು?
Once in 5 years. ICC ಜೊತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇದೆ. ಅದು that applies to all of us. There is no specific. Goal ಮಾತ್ರ 5 ಜನ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ coordination.
Coordination. We talk only about our data center.
Okay, then remove ICC.
ICC ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Everything is what we are doing.
With Jainagar Center. Okay, festival coordination and festival organization. Like what we do Japan marathons.
But are there any Prabhus in that one?
Huh?
How many Mataji, how many Prabhus?
We had 4 Mataji sir.
Then it would
And Balaji Govind Prabhu wants to be in festival.
Festival organization.
Yes.
Coordination, education and all the.
Prabhu is there.
So you can add, go to that.
You should have a head for all, starting head.
No, that is within their team, they should decide. We will not decide for it.
Need one of the Prabhus.
If you don't give a proper head, the team will not be able to decide on this.
No, head is given, leader is given.
Where?
Top. Leader, Rukmini Mata.
Festival.
A festival, leader, Rukmini Mata.
If you don't give Prabhus to them, Mataji's can't do.
So who will, so Balaji Govind Prabhu is there.
We added, we need one more Prabhu.
One more Prabhu we need to lead in festivals. Huh? You, okay, Narayan Murthy.
Why Sudhakar Prabhu can do festival now? You want to do Sudhakar Prabhu? You.
It's part of Prashad.
Okay. See, festival gives lots of nourishment. It's really dynamic. Fantastic.
The Bharat Prabhu is better.
Bharat Prabhu becomes we can allow.
Leader, you put
Online we
Balaji.
can't allocate.
Okay. Good Prabhu, festival. We have got 2 Prabhus.
Who are the two Prabhus?
Balaji Govind Prabhu, Sudhakar Prabhu.
He said he also wants to participate.
Narayan Murthy. Festival. Prabhu is suggesting your name.
Support, everybody is supporting.
Everyone will be supporting, but primarily their primary responsibilities. Santa Prabhu is already there.
In multiple.
Center management.
So you see, even though we said 70%, only the bottom is getting fatter.
Yes, so that is all. We allow the choice. The finance, a clear Balaji Gaur Prabhu and Bala Babu Prabhu will support.
Yeah, who wants money? Go to.
Then book distribution, again, it will be part of outreach, means it will support outreach. So put Santa Krishna Prabhu, who is very good at it. And Prakash Prabhu, Pawan Gupta Prabhu, Suma Mataji and Sita Thakur.
So I want to add.
This is for what?
Book distribution.
Book distribution, who are the names?
Santa Krishna Prabhu, Prakash Prabhu, Pawan Gupta Prabhu, Suma Mataji. Then Suma Mataji, Sita Thakur and Mataji.
Who wants to be added? Greta Mataji added.
No, but we will.
Why? Why Mataji? Prabhupada said book distribution is on Anga of Bhakti.
Lakshmi.
And Niranjani Mataji.
Krishna Priya.
Krishna Prabhu. Niranjan.
Right.
Who are coming? The Guru Prabhu every month wants also.
Give. Discuss.
You are leading.
Actually, we are planning, in the door to door and street, we have to book stall, those things we have to plan. That's what it-
Become innovative.
Yeah.
Become innovative.
Yes.
Sell more books.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So there's a Prabhu in Pune. His name is Vijay Keshav Prabhu. Okay. He has got a team of 10 members. Okay, 10 members, he's got a team, about 6 or 7 Matajis, over 3 Prabhus, that's all. Okay. Guess how many books Prabhu distributes in a year? Last year he distributed 2.6 lakhs. 2.6 lakhs of Bhagavad Gita, and he crossed 400 or 500 sets of Bhagavad. It is not that he does 1 year, year on year. I had a private meeting with him and I was just zapped. Prabhu, how could you do this? So what he does is very simple, right? So he doesn't do this door to door, knock the door, he doesn't do any of those things. Okay. So what does he do is, he only works on contact collection. Okay. So for example, he will create a database. Okay, then he'll go by all the members that you know. So I'll just know here. I'll just go to this Prabhuji. Okay, Balaji Govind Prabhu. Now, Prabhu, how many contacts do you have that who are not atheists, who are like theists? They may not be Krishna conscious, they may be no problem. Who have God conscious little bit. I'm going to tell him it's anonymous, Prabhu. You don't need to call, you don't need to do anything. Just give the name list. From him, he'll give about 20 names. So 20 I will give. Okay. So like that, he goes to devotees and he collects. And whoever comes to the Pune congregation temple, he talks to them and collect names. That's all he does. They will give their uncle, auntie, all. They will give. That's all he does. And what do? They talk to them, sell the book. So he says the hit ratio in this method is phenomenal and it's easy. You will be able to get your books sold.
So when you told that talk to them, will they go to their house or how do
Phone. He does all phone. Because that volume you cannot do house, and he'll be somewhere, Prabhu. So let's say he is in Bihar, he's in Pune. What, he'll go to Bihar? All phone. All phone, email, WhatsApp, that's all. He talks to them. And his books. So what people do is they talk to them. Now, let's say they have a database of 100 members. Okay. So now 100 members, they'll talk to all 100 members. Out of which 30 members have said, okay, we are interested, we take a book. This 30 makes a separate list, this 70 makes a separate list. Then what does he do? These 10 people, they're basically delivering these books to them by courier, by personal, this one, that's all. So he only does contact management, and through this, he does it. You will never see their team on the street standing, Prabhuji, can you take a book? No, he doesn't do train distribution, nothing he does. He only does contact management. Now, I was just thinking what he says is true or not. So I immediately took my phone and I saw my contacts. My phone contacts have exceeded 2,500. Okay, I'm sure each of your phone will be 1,000 plus. Right? So what you need to do is very simple. Just go through your list and see all your potential opportunity. Take the name and phone number, create an Excel sheet and give to, don't give to Vijay Keshav Prabhu, give to our team member. And what they will do, they'll make this database. That's all. We will be able to sell lots and lots of books. Not sell, distribute. So he said, Prabhu, this is a very proven method. It works. It works. Okay, now let's take an example. Dr. Saraswati Mataji, right? She must have connected to thousands of people, correct? Right, no, Mataji? If you really, search through your database, you'll have many of your patients, right? So you don't need to give all of them, of course, but you can just pick few, 50, 60, 70, and then give. That's it. You're not going to call, the team will call. That's why he has more Matajis in his team and less Prabhujis in his team and creating that success. This is amazing, man. How can you do this? And year on year, he put a graph, he started his graph, 1 lakh, 1.8 lakh, 2.5, he's sitting like that. That's the number he's hitting. So when he said 2.5 lakhs, I took that and divided by 365 and said, every day you have to sell 100 books. So I was doing math like that, like a chartered accountant. So this is nonsense, this is wrong. So then the numbers matched. So that's what he does. If now what the book distribution team, who's the leader Prabhu book distribution team? Santa Krishna Prabhu. Okay, now what Santa Krishna Prabhu do is he will strategize. Now from today is what, July 23rd. Now let's say Bhadra Purnima or Marathon month comes in month of November, December. So he has about August, September, October, November, about 4 months he has. So 4 months, what Prabhuji does? Collect database. That's it. What Prabhu? So now let's say this year you want to try your own circus, but you'll find your way out. Right? You collect just about 300 and 400 names of these people. Right? Out of which we only 25% success. That means you still sold 100 to 200 books. Correct? That's all. So that's the method. That he'll figure out to make that 500 into 1,000 database, 2,000, 10,000, 20,000. He'll just go on doing it. Now, what does he do? Second step. First year, he'll make this database and call the due person, and then he will sell Bhagavad Gita book. Then no disturbance to him. Next year, he calls him and sells Canto 1 of Bhagavatam. Next year, he sells full set of Bhagavatam. The same person, and he sells Chaitanya Charitamrita. So that means one person, he hits his house, he knocks the door at least 5, 6, 7 times. But not immediately. You just because you bought Bhagavad Gita, immediately don't show Bhagavatam to him. Then you'll not buy. So give him that time. Let him read, let him do something. And if someone knocks his door and he gives his contact number also to them, someone calls him and say, Prabhuji, I like the Gita that I read. Is there any classes that I can attend? That's it. You immediately connect to the BV team. They take care of it. BV means whatever system they're following, counseling system. Yeah. So now book distribution is not only distributing books, but you may also generate contacts for preaching. So it attacks both. Okay, what do you all feel? Do you think it's doable, this idea? Will work? Or Prabhuji, they're all selling 5,000 books, no problem.
We have to reach 2 lakhs.
2 lakhs. Yeah, there was a query. Don't do that because they will humiliate you, they'll chastise you, they'll do all those things. Not everyone will do, but we don't know whom will do it to you. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I said may.
The advantage of that is
okay, these are you're part of your strategy that you may also have these techniques, but I'm just trying to share from a successful person most prominent strategy. Okay, good. So now you make a strategy, publish. Now who all will sell the books? Now his team, what's your team size? 7. So in our circle, only 7 people will sell those books. Is it correct? No. Each one of us.
had one more came best on methods is had been with the Pune distribution party. So they are brahmacharis. They keep.
No, he's a Christian.
No, I had been brahmacharis. They take 500 books, stand in one circle, traffic circle, and they target only posh cars, Mercedes Benz or Porsche. So come in high-end cars and go to them and approach during the season. It was amazing what I went 2 days with them, and hit rate was 75%. they would buy, because it is 200 or 300 rupees Bhagavad Gita, they would not argue, buy that book. So they only, I was approaching not high-end cars, then they gave advice, you approach only high-end cars. And whoever they is sitting in the high-end car, they feel compulsion, or they feel compulsion to buy up.
They don't know.
No, Prabhu, that was not the case. That was not the case. Various strategies of book distribution are there.
Vanamali Prabhu, they go to that Devagada Bensa. People sell there. And they don't approach high-end cars, they approach two-wheelers. Because they will not close the window.
So various.
Glass.
And one more strategy I've seen is SJM, means Jagannath Mandir, Sheshadripuram there. They take each of the district trains every day, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. The Prabhu will be there with 200 books, because I was going on train to Shimoga and I had seen him carry the books every day. And by the time the train returns back, train goes and comes back, he would have sold the books. So even till now, he is doing the train every day.
Right.
Right. So various strategies are there. It is not only going door to door, or we can have various strategies.
So the point is use intelligent strategies that we can easily suit. So that's where we become smarter.
Vishupri. Yeah. Yes, you can give that idea to Santapu.
Wherever festival is, engage.
Okay.
See, your message should start at least few times. Today evening, 4 o'clock. Oh, you will not activity.
Okay, then moving on, so there is a Yatra team. So we'll be having Yatra's organization. There will be a lot of work, calling all the hotels, calling all the cooks and all. So that we have put Bharat Prabhu. Anybody wants to add? Bharat Kashyap.
If anybody else wants to.
If anybody else wants to volunteer for the Yatra, we don't want one person is there, we want maximum another person.
Okay, so now, there will be two kinds of yatra. One will be one annual yatra that we do every year. So last time we did coastal Andhra. So this year we may do that Puri yatra. But this Puri yatra is not our yatra, because now Maharaj is coming, so we're going. Okay. Next year we may do one yatra. So that time we yatra conducted. So that's the annual yatra. Okay. Apart from that, you must have seen poster, Melkote poster, right? So like that, once a while, we'll do one-day trips like this. So that's a short yatra. So that means both will be happening in the circle. Okay. Short yatras are your choice, but manual yatra means all the members must come. You should not give excuse. That's the first consciousness you should develop. Yatra means, see, yatra is an opportunity for all of us to build our relationship. We get together, we serve each other. Together we make it great. So yatras means we should make it a point to go together. This is annual yatra, right? So in fact, we should technically make it mandatory that annual yatra means all devotees with their family should participate. That is the real mode, should be. Today, Radhanath Maharaj announces one annual yatra. Do you know all his disciples? 10,000, 15,000. They cancel all programs. They go for Maharaj call. That's it. See, that should be the mode. Right? So yatra means we should all take part, participate and go. No, we should not have any, all personal reasons, everything, just keep it aside. That's Krishna conscious. Keep all those things aside, make it a point. And that too, we are not conducting yatras in a very odd time. We are always selecting for holidays and then seeing that in the holiday time we can go. So that means children, that there's all these things can be, and all of the yatras we give minimum 3 months, 4 months lead time. So you have time to apply for office or leave, everything. So plan and make it. Don't give excuse.
Any comments on Yatra?
So far we've done, we started our first yatra with 10 members. Last yatra we did close to 20. We should do 150, 200, like that. When I say 200, the senior group immediately will get up. Yes, bro.
But still,
What to do? One side.
Yes, bro.
Very good.
Very good. Yeah, announcement, during announcement, we will do. Portfolio. Very good. Portfolio.
How many are Marvin?
30. So next Sunday we are going for Melkote Yatra. So all BB members and everybody are joining. So it will be a one day Yatra. So morning around 6 we leave and we'll come back by maximum by 9 o'clock. So we'll be going in bus. All prasadam, breakfast, lunch and dinner, everything is planned. So we'll be going to Chelvanarayana, Yoga Narasimha and Tondanur Lake and Nambi Narayan temple, and there's one more Narasimha temple there. And we will be taking dip in Varahatirtha, which is has all the holy rivers. It's as well as holy rivers. So in Purushottam, it's very good that if we take dip in any of the rivers like Kaveri or Ganga. So this is the agenda for the yatra. So we have currently 30 registrations. So another maximum 4 to all devotees. So another 5 seats are there. So today will be last because we need to book the bus and all. So if anybody is interested, please enroll as soon as possible. Yeah, the cost is 1,750, which includes everything per ticket. Okay.
Then center management, that is Jainagar center management. More
Yatra is only one correct problem.
Yeah, if anybody else is
anybody else volunteering? Okay, we'll see when we hit that yatra. Center management, most of the activities.
Just mark the yatra can tell them. It tells that. What else is like that?
Nothing.
Not enough stuff.
No, general admin, we have taken. General admin, but general administration is not required. Yes.
No, like yatra, whichever is low number of people are there.
No.
Festival yatra.
No, festivals, so many people are there, no?
Festival enough.
Enough, that is overloaded.
Vishal also too much.
Ah.
Not so much.
Mahalakshmi Mandir, sorry. Okay, center management, most of the activities has been is preaching. No, we had put properly. We had put, but we had put with preaching.
You put out preaching.
Yes.
You don't need so many people to be there.
there is outreach.
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 Then
Who else are there? Just read the names.
outreach, huh?
No, Prashadam.
Prashadam, it is Narayan Murthy Prabhu, Devendra Prabhu, Sudhakar Prabhu, Sampangi Prabhu, Manivandan Prabhu, Lakshmi Ramesh, Rangamma Mataji.
Sudhakar Prabhu, we put him in.
We put him in festival.
So what is distribution or even
We'll ask her.
preparation and
Prasadam, planning, offering, everything. Into it. Post cleaning.
So Sudhakar Prabhu is in 2 Prabhu, festival and Sudhakar Prabhu is in Prasadam and festival. Which one? You tell.
Which one you are interested to go? Festival, Prasadam.
Explain what is festival.
Festival you will be organized. You will be in the organizing committee, festival coordination committee.
Both are little related only, no, Prabhu.
No.
No, Mataji. Prasadam is one of the aspects.
No,
of
no,
festival.
no, yeah. Prasadam is one of the aspect of festival.
Festival of Prasadana. So then arranging festival organization is a festival. Then later he'll decide. Center management, Ramana Prabhu and Santa Prabhu, because most of the activities are already streamlined and they have to carry on that until unless any escalation point comes.
So now we have to ensure that Ramana Prabhu is present. To come every week.
That is, we should ensure.
But he's a leader. Yeah. Tell him we'll find him on the way. He's a leader, yeah.
Yeah, that's why we put down. Okay. Then deity management, Uma Mataji and Geeta Mataji. The center deities. Is anybody interested to get into this? Or? Then last is social media, putting the center activities. And everything, what we are doing, the preaching programs, everything on social media, lot of contacts come through social media. You are Soumya Shekhar Mataji.
Cannot have Shravan Prabhu. Shravan Prabhu cannot lead.
Shravan Prabhu, so Shravan Prabhu is not there. Bharat Prabhu, Kaveshri Mataji, Soumya Shekhar Mataji.
So we need more people here also. Our the software.
Our software.
Pasha Prabhu.
Shravan Prabhu, I don't know, they can come from there. So now all the services are allocated, means the portfolios. So now we will have every quarter meeting on these portfolios. Okay, the respective leaders and members who are interested should come and report out the progress on the portfolios. That is very important. So we should have an objective, the KRs or the whatever you call the indicators, what you are tracking. As Prabhu was telling, every month or every year, the graph was going up. The number of people connected and number of books distribution and number of people reconnected again. So like that, you should define your objectives, you should define your indicators and any help needed so that we can provide that necessary help needed. Every quarterly, we will be organizing the meeting and we should.
Hare Krishna. See, every quarter, what is quarter is Jan, Feb, March. So January first week. Then April, May, June. So April first week. So like that, the first quarter, first week of every quarter, we will not have any class or anything. We'll just have some kirtans and then go for a review of departments, right? The members of the department should find one head for each of the, there can be even two heads also, okay. They should be able to come and present. Where do we stand? What are our activities for next 3 months, 6 months? Like that, we should present and we should move on. Okay. If we don't have a plan as to what we want to do, then we will never be able to do it. So that's the whole idea. Okay. So please take it to your heart. See what you can do best for us. Now for festival team, Janmashtami is the next immediate plan for you. So we want to do Janmashtami not in Kuchlamba this year for various reasons. We want to try a new place. So we have sort of explored in what JP Nagar 8th phase, 9th phase. So JP Nagar 9th phase we want to do. Okay, so let's assume it is JP Nagar 9th phase for now. So JP Nagar 9th phase we will do Janmashtami, but in a very, very small circuit, not like Kuchlamba. It will be just to have some deities, some very little bit decoration, one bookstall. Just call people and then take darshan and then go. Collect contacts and tell them that there will be preaching classes in the future. Okay. So like that we want to do. That way we can attract more and more people in various locations and then make this as an outreach. Okay. Sounds good? Sounds bad. No. So why not in Kuchlamba is September 6th, 7th and 8th is Janmashtami. Okay, so we'll be very busy. And for Janmashtami, we need to work at least for 20-30 days. Okay, so we'd have worked so much and finally done Janmashtami on September 7th. Then within a matter of 15 days, you have to all start work for the new temple program. So many of them are working. It may be difficult for them to apply so much leaves and again come to do so much seva. And that too, new temple opening is not one day event, it's a 6-day event. Okay. So 6 days, again, expecting all to work will be very difficult. So that's why we said, okay, we'll make this as very light. You will all focus on the new temple opening to get that done. Yeah. Huh? Sorry? We'll announce shortly. Okay.
Nagar Sankirtan comes from outreach.
Yes, outreach. Any questions, any clarification, any feedback, suggestions, comments? Okay, looking forward for your active participation. Thank you all. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so we'll decide what to decide on.
Chapter 15 will be.
We will do the
Wants to lead the recitation.
No translation, only reading.
One do together.
Yeah. One person can do.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
Chandansi yasya parnani yastam veda saveda ved. Tameva chadyam purusham prapadye yata nirmana moha vidita sanga dosha adya nitya vivrattaka vair vimukta sikadutta samye gachanti pura padyayam Adat bhashayati suryo ashashkanto napavaka tadama paramam mama namaivamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana akshashakti rakshasthani karshati Sharidam yathavapnoti yachabhya paraha. Shrotam chakshushum chakshanam cha datanam grahanam eva cha adhistaya namaskayam upasevate utkaram sitam vapi Gunjanam vagunanvidam vimudam pashyante chana chakshusham yatanto yogikinaschainam pashyantya atmanisam sthitam yatanto atmano nayanam pashyanti acetasaha yadaditya gatam tejo jagat shayati akilam Jagannatho Tatejo Vidimamakram Kamavisya Bhutani Darayaya Amojasa Pushna Vicha Sati Rasatmaka Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Prani Nam Dehamachvitra Pachayamana Chaturvidam Sarvasya Chaham Nidisannivitso Mata Pratirjnanam Apohanam Cha Vedesha Sarvairahameva Vidyo Vedanta Kritveda Videva Chaham Purusha Loke Charasa Eva Chara Sarva Shara Uchate Uttama Purushastvanya Paramatme Vishya Vivatya Ishvara Yasmacharam Aditoham Aksharad Abhichotamah Ato Loke Vedecha Pratita Purushottama Yo Mamevam Asammudo Janati Purushottama Sasarva Sarva Bhavena Bharata Iti Guhyatamam Shastram Idam Uktam Maya Naga Etat Bhutva Bhutimanshat Vrita Krityascha Bharata Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Sindhubhya eva cha Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah
Vaishnava Thakur Srila Prabhupada
Ki
ki
Jai.
jai. Gurudev ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande.
I'm disconnecting soon. I'm disconnecting.